So a lot of pros are coming out and talking about Valorant's future and how it will do in the esports scene. One of these players that came out and talked about it was actually Tens. So if you don't know, Tens is a professional Valorant player, and he has been for a very long time since the game basically came out. So what he said was Deadlock will struggle as an esport. So one of the reasons he says this, he says that the complex gameplay as not leading itself to being an optimal esport, basically. I think the game is fun. I don't think it's an esport optimal game, Tens said. There's certain stuff. For one, the game is too confusing for a casual or even players that's just starting off, they won't understand. With the game adding an extra lane to the usual 3-lane maps and other MOBAs like League of Legends, he said this makes it even harder for an average viewer to get into. Already MOBAs are kind of hard for a lot of people to understand, but this game definitely puts it a step up. Ten says of Deadlock, because it's a MOBA, but it's a third-person shooter. It has an extra lane and an extra player. So overall, the state of Deadlock is in right now. He says that the viewing experience will not be easy to follow in comparison to other games. And also, even a professional Overwatch 2 player came out and also said that to broadcast the game, it requires a decent sized observing team with incredible game knowledge and observing theory to pull off making the game basically easier for viewers to understand and watch. So I actually like Tens. There's no ill feelings on Tens or his opinion. It's his opinion. He can have his opinion. This is just my opinion as well. And I feel like him and the other pros that are coming out and saying what he's basically saying, I feel like they're wrong. Tens comes from Valorant. So I'm going to put up a clip right now of Valorant in a professional setting and tell me if you can follow along.
Rex has, and yeah, they're gonna dial it right up.
I've got your trail.
Oh my god, that paint shells.
Okay, there's the Cove. Actually has the setup this time. Something dropping down. Orbital strike up over the top. Juggernaut with the rocket, managing to find one, but then Jing takes him down with a showstopper of his own. Ethan gonna be stunned up here on the backside as the reckoning comes across. Oh. Busio pushing out from the backside, managing to find Forsaken. Jing taken out. Answering Orbital now from Busio.
Did you understand what was happening? And let me tell you right now, I bet you money that you did not understand one thing that was going on if you have never played Valorant before. Any casual player that viewed that clip right there or was watching that kind of gameplay in a pro tournament, no idea what's going on. None. Zero. Nada. Zip. They saw blue walls and it looks like the ocean on the floor. So another example I'm going to show up is Overwatch 2. So watch this Overwatch 2 clip too.
Now up here on high ground. Clock up over the top, jumping down now into the cage fight itself. As Knife looking for something there with that Deadeye. Unable to find it. To you down low here on HP. Lisa Mid now committing to Kitsune Rush, but it's a moment too late. To you has been taken out. So a chance at a follow-up fight though as Lisa Mid will find Viper taking him out of the equation. Irony and Knife now both going to be falling, and even with 2U eliminated, it seems like Simpressa should be able to maintain the hold.
That was a really good setup.
You're seeing the same similarities here, right? So League of Legends is like the biggest tournament kind of focused game. It's like the most popular for tournaments. I would say it's huge. This and Dota. So I'll put up 2 clips from League of Legends.
No, it's not Roach. Welcome Dyrus to the LCK as here goes the on-horn. Damwon trying to make something happen. Haymaker does some work there. Cuz is the one to bear the brunt of it, but now Faco into the backline. Roach gets in there as well. Can he land it? No, he can't. Oh! As that's a huge knock up there from Showmaker.
Now, Dota.
Going to work on LGD overall. Can they stun lock Ave enough? Zephyr getting right click down from far. The Sunder Talon was definitely taken as you see. Ame use it multiple times. Great Beyond's finally come back to the fight. Trying to kite Medusa as much as possible. Ame, all he can do is try to lifesteal. It's not going to happen though.
As you can see, do you know what's going on? No. Same thing with Valorant. Constant movement. I played that competitively. I got to radiate multiple times. I also am very good at the game. I'll leave a clip right now.
Maybe not, maybe I'm tripping.
Oh my god. Bro, you're fucking hacking. There's no fucking way.
And that's when I played Valorant. So I was, in my opinion, I was pretty much a beast in that game. I can understand things, but can you understand? The casual player, the casual person. If you're a casual person, can you understand anything that's going on in these tournaments? No. League of Legends. I barely played League of Legends. I played it for like 2 or 3 games years ago, and I watched that clip. Don't even ask me what's going on. Dota, same experience. You know, the only kind of games that are kind of easier to understand while there's a tournament going on, I would say is like Counter-Strike, and all you really need to learn is like grenade lineups, and then it's pretty easy to learn for casual viewer experience. So the fact that Tens is saying that this game is very confusing, I just literally do not agree with, and I don't understand what he's talking about. I literally don't. Same thing with the other Overwatch 2 professional player. I don't understand what he's talking about either. I played Overwatch 2 nonstop. I have a bunch of videos on my channel. I've been top 500 multiple times for years, and I played in these super high-end competitive games with other professionals. I actually still have former professionals on my friends list from OWL. I know what's going on, but I have had so many experiences where there's casual players and they do not understand what's going on, and the regular viewer is not going to understand anything that's going on. They really have to listen to the casters, and if you don't listen to the casters, you will get lost in like 5 seconds, and that's why they repeat everything that's going on, and they show replays and everything to basically get it through your head of what's going on. Same thing with League of Legends, like I said, super confusing. I can't even understand it in Dota. The fact that he's saying that this viewer experience for Deadlock is going to struggle, basically. Not terrible, but it's going to struggle, and it's going to be a lot to learn. Not even close to League of Legends. It's not even close to Dota. You know, it's not even close to Fortnite. It's not even close to all these other games. I would say it's kind of easier because the game is so slow. Like, League of Legends is slow at the beginning, yes. But as of right now, I'm talking about with the characters that are in the game right now, with the items that are in the game right now, I feel like it's sort of easier for a casual to learn it, other than watching like Valorant. These games are more fast-paced. So when a game is more fast-paced, it's going to be more confusing. And even if the game is slower paced, like example, League of Legends is slower paced, this game takes forever, but they still have so many characters. So I'll say that yes, the game could struggle years later when there's like, if they want to add like 100 characters into the game, like League of Legends, like they have so many characters, if they want to add that many characters into the game, yes, it could struggle, I guess you would say, for the viewer experience. But as of right now, as of it coming out, I feel like it's not that hard to learn. It's mainly just the items that you need to learn. But as for like Valorant, you have to get explained that so quickly. As in this game, Deadlock, you can explain that while you're in the lane. You could say, you could also argue like, hey, League of Legends, you can do that. Dota, you can do that. So why are you confused? But yet there's way more items in those games, and there's way more characters in those games. So it's, I guess you would call that faster pace. So in my opinion, I feel like it'll be on par with these other games. I don't think it will be easier than these other games like League of Legends, Dota, and you know, all these other games, Valorant, Overwatch. What's going on now in the viewer experience, and I feel like people will get used to the game, and if they actually want to watch the game as in tournaments and everything like that, the casual players, all they need to do is learn the items. Same thing with League of Legends, same thing with Dota. If I sat there on League of Legends all day and learned the items and learned this, most of the characters, I don't even know how you learn all the characters, but most of the characters, then I would feel sort of comfortable in watching a tournament go on, right? I just feel like he's wrong to say that the viewer experience not be as easy to follow in comparison to other games. I don't know what other games he's talking about. You know, is he talking about Valorant where it's easier to learn in Valorant? I don't know about that. I guess Counter-Strike, it's easier to learn. I mean, Counter-Strike's way easier to learn. Valorant's more difficult because every time when they add a new character, you get, your screen is blown up with effects, and it's going to be harder to learn as well. So I just don't understand. So what do you guys think about this? Do you guys think that Tens is right? Do you guys think that Tens is wrong? Leave a comment down below. I love to hear you guys' opinions. Like I said, I'm going to iterate it again before I end this video off. I have no ill will toward Tens. I actually like Tens. I used to watch him a ton when I played Valorant competitively and everything like that. I just feel that him saying that's going to be too confusing for a casual or even players that's just starting off and they won't understand. That's with every game. I've been a competitive gamer all my life. I started YouTube in like 2009 for gaming, for mostly competitive gaming as well, sometimes fun. But I've been around this for so long, I kind of know that, hey, this is how it is. You got other games that are 100,000 times more confusing than Deadlock, and they're still one of the most popular games. So him saying that's going to struggle, I really don't think so. Plus, you got Valve backing it. Valve is going to push this game out so hard. I wish they would make Team Fortress 3 though, but it is what it is. They're going to be pushing this game out super hard. It's going to be a success, so I really don't think it's going to have a struggle with the viewership at all. And with the casual players, I don't think it's going to be too confusing for them. I think it's just going to be on par with these other games. But later down the line, I will say, yeah, it's going to be as confusing as like League of Legends when they add like 1,000,000,050 characters or whatever. Then, yeah, sure, you can say that it's confusing. And it's going to be struggling for new players to learn the game and also new casual players to even watch the game. I'll say that, and starting off, of course. But as of right now, it doesn't have that many characters and it doesn't have that many items to where I think it's super confusing yet. So I think it's still at that point where you can learn the game as a casual and understand and watch tournaments and everything. So yeah, what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, and I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like on this video, and also make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hope you guys have a great day and or night, and peace.